Hey there, future London explorers. Ready to avoid some classic tourist blunders? You know, those moments where you're standing on the wrong side of the escalator, looking utterly lost, with a confused pigeon perched on your head? Yeah, we're going to help you dodge those. London's a right Bobby Dazzler of a city, with history pouring out of every nook and cranny. But, like a cheeky little corgi, it's got its quirks. So, whether you're a seasoned traveller or a first-timer fresh off the plane, stick with us as we navigate the do's and don'ts of London town. Let's dive in. Right, picture this. You're at the tube station, ready to embark on your London adventure. You've got your Oyster card in hand, feeling all chuffed with yourself. But wait, did you remember to tap in? It might seem like a tiny detail, but trust me, forgetting to tap your Oyster card is a cardinal sin in these parts. You see those stern-looking Transport for London folks? Yeah, they don't mess about. You'll end up paying a hefty fine, and nobody wants that, especially when you could be spending those precious pounds on a pint down the pub. So remember, tap in, tap out, and keep those fare dodger blues at bay. It's like a little dance you do every time you ride the tube. Tap, tap, and away we go. Now, let's talk escalators. Those magical moving stairs that whisk you up and down faster than a cup of tea cools down. But hold on, before you hop on, there's a golden rule you need to know. Stand on the right, walk on the left. Imagine this. You're in a rush, late for a date with Buckingham Palace, and you're stuck behind a line of tourists, casually strolling down the left side of the escalator. Frustrating, isn't it? Well, don't be that person. Londoners are a busy bunch, always on the move, so that left lane is like the autobahn of escalators. Stick to the right, enjoy the ride, and let the speed demons zoom past. It's all about finding your flow, you know? Listen, Big Ben and the London Eye are iconic for a reason. They're like the ant and deck of London landmarks. But don't be that tourist who only sticks to the main attractions, ticking them off a list like it's a grocery run. London's beauty lies in its hidden nooks and crannies, those quirky little spots that most tourists never stumble upon. Venture off the beaten path, explore the charming mews, get lost in the labyrinthine streets of Covent Garden. You'll discover vintage shops bursting with treasures, cosy cafes tucked away in secret courtyards, and pubs where the locals spill secrets over pints. That's the real London, the one that gets under your skin and stays with you long after you've left. So, ditch the guidebook for a day, follow your curiosity, and who knows what wonders you'll uncover. Now, let's have a chinwag about pronunciation, shall we? London place names can be a right mouthful, even for us Brits. Take Leicester Square, for instance. It's not Leicester, as tempting as that may be. It's pronounced Leicester, like you've just spotted your mate Les across the street. Get it right, and you'll blend in with the locals like a true Londoner. But butcher it, and well, let's just say you might get a few amused glances, and don't even get me started on Grosvenor or Marylebone. But fear not, my friends, a little practice goes a long way. So, listen up, repeat after me, and soon you'll be rattling off those tricky names like a pro. Who knows, you might even impress a local or two. Let's talk about the weather, shall we? London's weather is more fickle than a cat in a confetti factory. One minute it's sunshine and rainbows, the next it's pouring cats and dogs. That's why carrying an umbrella is non-negotiable, my friends. Consider it an essential part of your London uniform, right up there with a good pair of walking shoes and a sense of humour. Trust me, you don't want to be caught in a sudden downpour without protection. You'll end up looking like a drowned rat, and nobody wants that. Especially not when you're trying to make a good impression. So, pack an umbrella, embrace the unpredictable, and remember, there's no such thing as bad weather, only inappropriate clothing. Now, listen up, because this one's important. Crossing the road in London is not for the faint of heart. Remember, they drive on the left here, which means everything's flipped. So, before you even think about stepping off that curb, look right, then left, then right again. And I mean really look, don't just give it a casual glance. Those black cabs can sneak up on you like a ninja in a Mini Cooper. It's all about being alert, aware, and maybe even a little bit paranoid. Trust me, better safe than sorry, especially when you're navigating the mean streets of London. Once you've mastered the art of looking right, you'll be crossing the road like a true Londoner, dodging traffic with the grace of a swan and the confidence of a pigeon crossing Trafalgar Square. Listen, I get it. You're on holiday, you want to treat yourself. But don't fall into the trap of only eating at familiar chain restaurants. Where's the adventure in that? London's a melting pot of cultures, and its food scene is just as diverse. But while you're here, do yourself a favour and try some British classics. I'm talking about proper fish and chips, mushy peas and all. Find a local chippy, grab a newspaper for the authentic experience, and tuck in. And don't even get me started on a Sunday roast. It's practically an institution. So, ditch the burger joints and pizza places for a night. Step outside your comfort zone and embrace the deliciousness that is British cuisine. Your taste buds will thank you for it. Let's be honest, overpacking is a universal struggle. We've all been there, staring at a suitcase overflowing with clothes, wondering if we'll actually wear that sparkly top or those 3 extra pairs of shoes. But here's the thing, you don't need your entire wardrobe for a trip to London. Pack light, my friends, and leave room for souvenirs. London's a shopper's paradise, with everything from vintage finds to designer labels. You'll want to have space in your suitcase to bring home a little piece of London with you. Plus, lugging around a heavy suitcase is nobody's idea of a good time. Pack smart, pack light, and you'll be free to explore the city without feeling weighed down. Now, let's talk about pubs, shall we? They're not just places to grab a drink, they're the heart and soul of London life. Forget those sterile chain bars. I'm talking about proper, traditional British pubs. You know the ones, with dark wood interiors, cosy fireplaces, and that indescribable smell of beer and history. Belly up to the bar, order a pint of local ale, when in Rome, right? And strike up a conversation with the barman. You'll be surprised at the stories you'll hear and the characters you'll meet. It's like stepping back in time in the best possible way. So, ditch the fancy cocktail lounges for a night, embrace the pub culture, and experience London like a local. Listen, nobody wants to be fumbling with cash in a queue, especially when you're trying to grab a quick coffee or hop on the tube. That's where contactless payment comes in, my friends. It's like magic, but with less smoke and mirrors and more tapping. Simply whip out your card, tap it on the reader, and voila! Transaction complete. It's quick, it's easy, and it makes you feel like you're living in the future. Plus, most places in London accept contactless payment these days, from corner shops to high-end boutiques. So, ditch the cash, embrace the technology, and experience the seamless joy of contactless payment. Your wallet and your patience will thank you for it. There you have it, folks. Avoid these mistakes and you'll be navigating London like a pro. You'll be blending in with the locals, charming the baristas, and impressing pigeons with your impeccable road crossing skills. Remember, London's a city that rewards curiosity and a sense of adventure. So get out there, explore, try new things, and most importantly, have a bloody good time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more travel tips.